In this video, I'm going to be talking about soul contracts and how they affect you.
Greetings! This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
Greetings everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about soul contracts, how they're distributed, and how they affect your experience within this illusionary 3D game of life. All of your soul contracts were created before the first instance of this game started. I want to set your mind at ease with this knowledge that there is nothing to fear. If you're worrying about awakening and coming to this knowledge in this lifetime and concerned that you will be punished your next lifetime for having tried to escape, this will not happen. All soul contracts were written and assigned before the start of the game. All of your experiences have already been written into your soul contract scripts.
I should have warned you earlier, but I couldn't because of the transcript.
The transcript?
The text of our conversation.
Or the revoking of your soul contracts. Once the Matrix was created and started and you entered it, the only way out is through the game. At the start, you were issued a multitude of soul contracts, each with a life script to be acted out on this world stage. That script includes your major life events and experiences, your date of birth, your date of death, and everything between. Your name, the place and time that you were born, and your face, fingerprints, and body representation are the particular frequency match for your name and script, and the part that you are to play. Since it is always now, all of your soul contract moments are being played out right now, simultaneously, with your different subfractalized parts. That is why you must revoke all soul contracts, past, present, and future, because they are all happening right now. One subfractalized part of you is not going to get out without all of you. And your subfractalized self is playing out on all the different levels and time and moments in this virtual reality 3D game that we're playing. Now, what I mean by subfractalized self is that we as source players are one. Source is in and through everything, including this matrix. Nothing can exist outside of source. Within this matrix, source has fractalized itself into a multitude of source players in order to experience a material world. Then each source player has been further subfractalized into each lifetime experience within this game. Different soul contracts covering different time frames or stages or sets within this matrix experience, creating different actors and moments on the various stages and timelines of life, all happening now at this very moment. Think of your body. It's made up of many different cells. And I'll add in here this thought. Isn't a person made up of cells? And doesn't a prison have cells? Well, these cells are our physical bodies, not these avatars, but our physical bodies are the biological connection into this material experience, because there is nothing material about source. Everything was set up and determined at the very beginning, and it is all playing out exactly the way it was scripted in the now, except for those who have revoked their soul contracts or through their free will intention have veered away from their script. You were given all of your scripts, all of your names, all of your parts to play, all of your soul contracts with all of that information was given at the very, very beginning, and they are all playing out right now. You had no choice in the parts you were to play, the names that you were given, who your parents would be, the location that you were born, who your brothers or sisters or family would be. You had no say in any of it. And you had no say in what your avatar would look like. Because your avatar is a frequency match for your name, birthplace, date, and time is all frequency, and it's all been determined, and it all goes together. They were all assigned to you by the Demiurge. You, as source, accepted the soul contracts, knowing that nothing could be taken from you and that you could not experience any loss as source. We created this game to create a physical world for us to experience. Time only exists within this matrix. So source does not suffer any loss of time either. And that is why it is always ever now. Think of time as being different stage sets. You watch a movie, they create a different stage or set to represent the time period that the movie is taking place in. Whether the movie is from the distant past or the future, there's a set for each one of those plays. And we, as actors on the various stages, are just like an actor on a stage. The actor always looks the same, has the same body characteristics and face from movie to movie. So sometimes you might even see, well, since photography has come into effect, you might see a picture of someone in a past life existing within this time frame, and they look exactly like you. Well, it is quite possible that that person was you. Then there's such a thing as your soulmate, and that's another topic altogether, and I will be addressing that too. And there may be many people who look similar even on the stage at this time, because there are a large number of templates for this, for our avatars, but there are repeats. Obviously, subtle differences such as their names, dates, places, and times of birth, fingerprints, certain personality traits. But it is possible that the faces look very, very similar, even though they're not related. Now think of your subfractalized self as your different scripts that you're playing in different time frames. Actors have many different parts that they play in many different movies. Well, you as a source player have different acts that you are playing on different stages in different time frames. You are experiencing these different time settings, these different plays in different times of history, and history is the Demiurge's story. It is the Demiurge's script that we are acting out. You are the actors. You have contracted to do an act, play an act on the world stage. So how do you know your lines? Most of your thoughts are not your own. They are fed to you through a steady stream of thought from the Demiurge's control center. You have a selected stream of consciousness that is fed to you, and your thoughts are your actions that you are to follow on this stage, directing you to places, events, positioning you where you are supposed to be, interacting in different relationships, who you are to have a relationship with, who you are to marry if you're going to marry, if it's part of your script, the children you will have, at what age you will have them, all the relationships and experiences that you will have in this life have been written before one of them came to be.
I should have warned you earlier, but I couldn't because of the transcript.
The transcript?
The text of our conversation.
Yes, all your days were numbered before one of them came to be.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. If you found this life-changing, please consider giving a contribution and consider supporting monthly or giving a single gift via PayPal. Links are in the description box below. And be sure to check out these links for guided self-hypnosis meditations.